I feel like the medicine they give people with Crohn's is kind of silly, and there's got to be a better way to treat it. I mean, the ultimate solution is they just cut me open and cut out a large part of my GI tract, and then there you go. But you know,
I observed in the team member that I had that had Crohn's, just a bit of a mental roller coaster as well, because there's a certain unpredictability to it,
exactly.
which makes life.
Oh, it's even worse when you're filming because you got this huge multi-million-dollar set and 200 people waiting on you, and sometimes you don't know if you're gonna have a flare, but you just got to go fuck it and just down some caffeine and crank it out.
I got diagnosed with ADHD.
You did?
Yeah, I got diagnosed with ADHD, and it made me think a lot about myself and the way that I am. It's not, I'm not the type of person to like embody the label or think it really means much. I
Yeah.
am just who I am. Have you, are you in any way neurodivergent?
I've been told, yeah, by a doctor I have ADHD. I mean, I'm not surprised because I just sit and obsess over things constantly. But I think I'm happy with however my brain is wired. I don't really care to change it. I like I said, I think one of my greatest superpowers is my obsession, and I think some people would view that as a weakness. But I just like if you just think about solving problems 3 times more than everyone else, like you're bound to come up with different solutions.
That's one of the things you mentioned earlier. You like solving hard problems consistently. When you think back over the last 10 years of your life and the success you've had solving some of these hard problems, if you were to like break it down into some core components of
Mhm.
that you've learned, one of them is obsession that you've said.
Yeah.
What are the others?
I mean, it's all the typical stuff. Like you are obviously who you surround yourself with, and luckily I just got around the right people in my later teenage years because I feed off the energy of the people probably around me. It's so obvious. Like I start to talk like them. I become interested in the things they're interested in. I mean, this is all obvious stuff. I'm sure you've heard a bajillion times. So, but just gotta, I always have to be protective of the people I'm around because whatever they say is what I start thinking on. And then that's what I start obsessing over. And, one of the best things that happened with Feastables is I just reached out to all the fastest growing chocolate companies, all the fastest growing snack businesses and everything, and just became friends with a lot of the founders. And, that's what would have probably taken me 8, 9 years to like solve. After 18 months, it was probably one of the top 10 people in the world when it comes to
Mhm.
running a chocolate company and understanding it deeply just because it's just cheat codes. Um,
What about detail? Sweating the small stuff. One of the things that I saw, I was reading that handbook that was
oh yeah,
leaked on the internet, and one of the
yeah,
things I saw throughout that was this real obsession with the 1%
yeah.
and the small stuff. How do you feel about this, by the way, and all of that stuff?